Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Sherelle's here and welcome back to another one of my videos. So today has been a peaceful day and my mood is a little better than before. Um so I feel like I don't have to convince myself that I'm better because I know deep down in my heart that I put in the work to feel better, to look better, and to be better in life. So, with that being said, hi, what's going on? How y'all doing out there? Tonight is a full moon, and I see a lot of people is going live, and some people is doing regular videos. And I was just on Instagram uploading some videos, and to let everybody know that I'm actually recording again, and that I wanted to talk about some stuff. So since it's a full moon tonight, I want to get into a little conversation about what I wanted to manifest in my life and what I wanted to cleanse out my life. And I always manifest prosperity, strength, love, wealth, and grace, right? And ever since I can remember, everybody always say that I always been so careful with a lot of things and been so poised, and especially during heavy crazy times where there's a lot of animosity, a lot of pressure going on, I tend to handle everything with grace and not just lose my mind for no reason or go crazy, and I don't give people something to talk about, especially I don't give people a reason to look at me any different. So I wanted to continue on with that image, because at the end of the day, it's like by you showing your anger and your emotions and you showing people that you care about what other people think and what other people, how other people feel. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit about anything or anyone, especially if there's a lot of animosity going towards me, a lot of pressure that's been happening. For anybody who's trying to pressure me into feeling something that I know I'm not going to be able to feel, or pressure me into admitting something, they can go to hell with that, because you can't pressure me at the end of the day to feel something or to say something. And I know in my heart I don't feel that way, and I know I don't think that way. So with that being said, I'm going to continue on to think what I want to think, feel what I want to feel. And if I feel like I want to admit something, I'll admit it, and I admit it to the right person. Because at the end of the day, it's nobody's feelings but mine's, and nobody's life but mine's. My life has been fully cleansed because I was able to get out what I need to get out. And anything I need to say, I would say it in a heartbeat without hesitation. So this is me cleansing my soul out and cleansing my mind out, because for the past couple of weeks, my mind has been on a lot of stuff and on two peoples that I really couldn't stop thinking about, and it was starting to torture me. So yes, with this full moon intact, yes, me as a Cancer, we might feel very emotional, very stuck, very attached to something that's not good for us, but we could quickly detach ourselves from anything and anybody in a heartbeat if we want. So I don't want nobody looking at us as we are a bunch of soft, weak links peoples who doesn't know how to get over anything, who doesn't know how to detach herself from bad things, because there's a lot of things, a lot of peoples I detach myself from, and I feel kind of good about that. Would you say? For a lot of Cancers, a lot of Leos, and I can say for Libras, we have a certain thing about us where we pick and choose to be attached to something, and we pick and choose what we don't want in our lives. So with that being said, I wanted to let y'all know there's a lot of things that keep me winding in my head over and over and over, and I wanted to let it out. So around this time, I tend to talk a lot and get all of my feelings out, but it takes a special person to get all of my feelings out to make me want to talk a lot. And sometimes I do get overly excited about because I have so many things I want to say, so many excited news I wanted to express to people out here. Like there's one person I used to have conversations with, and I used to love talking to him about a lot of stuff because he used to be so excited to hear from me, and he used to be excited about me being excited because the only thing he ever wished for and always talked about was seeing me happy and not being so upset and not being so uptight and having bad days. So I keep the positivity going because I know that's what he liked, and I appreciate him telling me that and expressing that to me. So I want to express it to y'all that the way I feel, sometimes it could be a downer, but sometimes it could be good, and it depends on what it is. And I just wanted to let you know that I got some of my feelings out, but I wish I could get all of my feelings out to the right person because right now, how I was feeling for the past 3 months is based on one person that I keep falling in and out of love with. But at the end of the day, my heart was still with him, and I couldn't get over him because when we try to have a decent relationship, is always somebody getting in the middle of it. And it's not fair to us because we could never have a good relationship. We could never have a proper one. We would start dating, and about 2 or 3 weeks later, we're breaking up again, or even less than a week. And sometimes it used to freaking bug me because the main problem wasn't he say she say bullcrap. It was always somebody who wants to jump in the middle of it and trying to take what I have. And that's what you call a full-blown hater. And you're going to get that every now and then because nowadays a lot of people don't like to see you flourishing. They don't like to see you being successful in a lot of things, especially when it comes to social life and dating life. When you become so successful with that and nothing could stop you from being on that winning track, people see it. Some people are happy for you, some people are not. And the ones that's not is going to do everything they can to throw you off track and trying to take what's yours. And especially with the guys. Guys, some of them are full blown haters, so they will whisper in your ears about a bunch of untrue stuff just to make you look the other way and turn away from your girlfriend. And that's for females out here. They do the same thing, but it's like a little more crazier because rumors start, a lot of hating starts. They start throwing shade your way. They start talking crap and everything starts feeling really crazy. And I don't understand how you could feel all this hate and feel all this animosity and this jealousy when my relationship has nothing to do with you, or if this person's relationship has nothing to do with the next person. It's like my relationship with somebody is between me and that person, not me and that person, you and everybody else out here in the city. Because seriously, it really don't make any sense. So I was like, instead of concentrating on my love life or on my friendships with people's or my family, it's like my family life that I was trying to have. Instead of focusing on everything that I'm trying to accomplish, worry about yourself and your love life, your friends and your social life and everything. And you would be happy. You would be 10 times happy if you even care for a second to worry about what's in front of you rather than worry about what's far away from you, what's across the state lines or across the damn borough. It's like you would be so much happier, less stressful. People is gonna always whisper in your ear, but it's up to you to let it get to you and be like, you know what, I can do something about it or I can ignore it. But people feed into a lot of shit because they like drama. Let's face it, drama is what gets people off on the regular, and that's sad. And nowadays, there's a lot of grown ass peoples in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s who is constantly feeding into the bullshit drama that little kids started. And what I don't understand is that people in their 40s and 50s even getting sucked into people's drama that has nothing to do with them. And they listening to people that's in their 20s, you know, and half the time it just be about gaining a lot of allies, a lot of friendships, and it's gaining trust and love. And I feel like the trust has been broken once you try to get people to be on your side just to fuck other people's over. That's crazy. And what sounds even more crazier is the fact that people, since they can't win a fight or win an argument, they have to gain more people to have their backs just to win one. And I think that's very crazy and outrageous. And it blows my mind because if I could stand alone on my own 2 feet by myself and win an argument in a fight on my own, so can you and so can everybody else. But the fact that you got to have so many people to have your back to co-sign with you on some bullshit drama, it is crazy. Like, seriously, grow up. It's 2020. Your New Year's resolution is to always be about your true self. Learn a lot of love, a lot of respect, and prosperity and strength rather than feeling so hateful and so disorganized and so untrustworthy, put it like that. And stop worrying about other people's lives. Stop worrying about drama. Stop worrying about other people, and stop trying to break up happy homes. Stop trying to have so much hate for somebody when they didn't do nothing to you. Okay? It's okay to show people that you care for them. It's okay to feel how you want to feel, but don't project that out to people, especially when it's not a good feeling. It's okay to secretly love and respect somebody and what they do with their lives and the jobs that they have and how they become successful with themselves. It's all good and gravy. But don't sit here and try to secretly love somebody and what they do with themselves and then publicly hate on them and let people see it. That's not the way to go. Seriously. And I'm way too grown to be sitting here feeding into the bullshit drama with people and getting into stupid arguments, because let's face it, what are you really arguing about? What are y'all fighting about? You know? So with that being said, I'm telling everybody, please show a lot of love, a lot of strength, a lot of maturity, no war, no jealousy, no hate, because at the end of the day, you look stupid. You're going to feel stupid. It shows a lot about who you are and your character. Okay. And with that being said, you get judged for that. And a lot of people going to sit here in front like they don't care. Y'all do care, because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be so upset. You wouldn't be complaining and talking shit and getting on social media, dragging a person or talking shit about that person to anybody else out here. Let's face it, it's all love. It's not pure hate, because pure hate means you're pure, like you're naturally don't have the strength to show love to a person because for some reason they really, really hurt you. And what they probably said to you killed you on the inside. And it's like, it's not the type, and people have hate for other people's, but the hate is not pure, because it's like you feel jealous because this person has something that you don't and you wish to have. Your hate for me is not like a hate that white people has for black people's or vice versa. Your hate for me is based on what you're lacking in life and what this person has gained in life. And you know I'm right. So what can you do? Change your ways, change your life, change yourself. Whatever you're lacking in, change that. That's what I'm doing, because there's a lot of stuff I'm lacking in, and I have to change myself and my ways and what I was doing to gain some stuff. And because of that, I was slowly gaining a lot of things. And that's what a lot of people need to do out here nowadays. So, yeah. And I also wanted to cover another subject, which, I think is so mind blowing and funny because it's, like I say, it's all about the full moon. Okay, so I'm doing a little chit chat here. I was thinking about doing a live video soon because I want to see for all of my subscribers that subscribe to me, I want to see who's out there that could really have a full blown conversation with me and see where we mesh at, where we can compare each other's stories and become really cool because I feel like we need to get to know each other. So I would say maybe a good 2 weeks, I would do a live video. Let's do a live chit chat and see how many peoples we can actually mesh with. Okay. And I want to mesh with honest peoples, open and honest peoples, somebody who could hold down a funny and mature conversation, great laughs. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's compare some stuff to each other, with each other and stuff. And there's something else I wanted to talk about as well. So like I said, I was on Twitter and yeah. So I was tweeting about catfish. And I still think it's hilarious and it's mind blowing that people still catfishing other people's out here. Like one person I met a while back, he tried to catfish me, and it was funny because after him, I wasn't even looking for anybody anyway. I was just looking for friends. I wasn't looking for a boyfriend on there, and I definitely wasn't looking for any booty call or anything like that. But people try to catfish the hell out of me, and it was funny because it happened 3 years in a row. Like I was on Tag. I was on a lot of dating sites. Even was it? I was in this it was this famous dating site that I was on, and I was on there for 2 years, and I met about 16 people, no exaggeration, and only four of them turned out to be good friends with me and associates, and we did meet up, we did hang out, we went to cookouts, we went to parties, we went to, you know, the city to hang out, whatever. So that's how I know they wasn't fake and they wasn't shy about showing who they was. But the ones that wanted to actually date me was the ones that was trying to catfish me. And I caught them in their lie because how you want to catch people in the act when they trying to catfish you, always ask to video call you. Nowadays, all social medias and apps have videos. So they got video calls. You could video call somebody. I had the WhatsApp, Hangouts, and I had Skype. And I met three people who claims to be working for the Marines and U.S. Army. And I asked to video call them so we can talk. I want to see how they really look. And they say they wanted to see how I really look because one of them thought I catfished him and I didn't. And when it was time for us to video call each other, the screen was blank. And then the second time around, he recorded, supposedly it was a videotape of that person actually talking, but the video was on mute. So I knew that was like fake. And when I called that person out on it, you know, he got upset about it, and a female did this to me too. I can't believe it. Even on a lesbian website, a female did that to me too. She claims to be working in the army and showed pictures of herself with 6 other people's with her. And everybody claimed that she was real, but she catfished me. Why you gotta catfish me? And then it was funny because you actually had people who co-sign with you, who try to help you out with meeting me only to play me. So after that, I gotten over it, and it took very little time because I really wasn't feeling it. I wasn't hurt by it. it was just a curiosity like everybody else. Everybody has just been curious, towards me about who I was and everything. And I was feeling the same way here. But here's the thing, I don't have to catfish anybody. And I'm very much real. I love to show my face. I love to meet up with peoples. I would meet up with you in a heartbeat if I could, if you wanted to meet up. And that's something people have problems doing. And I even met a couple of peoples here in New York that supposedly wanted to date me. Um, so it's been a long time since I even been on any apps. Um, I forgot it was this fish thing. Um, yeah, I can't even think of the dating site now, but it was a very famous dating site. I think it had something with fish, something with fish naming it, and everybody was on it. People was like so thirsty on that app, and a lot of people that seriously that app was so popular. Everybody was on it, even people I knew, neighbors, people that lived around my block was on it. And I couldn't believe that I even bumped into my exes on it. And even my recent ex of from 2 years ago, I bumped into him, and he told me he was on there looking for friends and only friends, please. Because that's when I know he was dating somebody who was 19 years old. And mind you, he was 56, 57, whatever. Um, and then I met somebody else who was 50 years old, and he was just so stupid and so immature. So you know how that goes. So it's like really, it doesn't matter how old you are. Personality and maturity says a lot about you. Like, and a lot of them was very immature. So with that being, like, I couldn't even do it anymore. Like, I stopped looking for friends. I stopped looking for boyfriends or dates, whatever. I said I let it come to me. I would never get on another dating app ever again. I'm doing things the old fashioned way. If I happen to see somebody out here in public that I like, I will approach that person to say something. Same vice versa. Anybody, it was like, please don't. And here's another thing. One little thing I wanted to let everybody know I had before I get off this video. I noticed there's some people from my past who's still feeling some type of way about me and still checking me out. Some people who's on my social media page or who found me on social media page, whatever. If you still have the same feelings about me and you still like me, and you want to try to give this another chance. I don't know who is it out there. I can't pinpoint or say names because I don't even know who it is. What is so hard about you coming to me and letting me know how you feel? And I wish people stop being so shy or stop holding back from telling me anything. Let me know how you feel. Come to me. Like, it's not that hard. What's the worst I'm going to say and do to you? Like, I'm not going to chop your head off. I'm not going to sit here and come at you wrong or whatever or start complaining to you. I think it's very um it's very mature, and I give you props for being very ballsy and gain the strength to come to me and tell me how you feel rather than keep it to yourself for the rest of your life. Because I don't know if y'all don't realize or if y'all do, but life is way too short to keep feelings to yourself, especially if you're falling in love with somebody or you're still in love with somebody and you want to be with that person. Life is too short to keep your feelings to yourself and not tell that person how you feel. And I even heard it from two peoples. One of them I know very well, and the other one I barely know. But this person came and said, I care for you. And he said that he loves me. And it was like the words made me feel like I won the lottery. Like I just hit $1 million. Because to hear that somebody actually loved me and cared for me makes me feel like everything. And that's something good everybody wants to hear. That's something I want to hear. For if it's coming down deep in your heart, it's coming from within, that's the best thing you could possibly do. So please don't be afraid to come to me and tell me the truth about how you feel. If you're still in love with me, tell me. If you still want to be with me or you want to be with me, period. I don't know if this is a new person, old person, whatever. Because like I said, I do a lot of readings, a lot of tarot card readings. And I do look at psychic videos and tarot card readings on YouTube. And I do my zodiac sign, and I keep getting the same results, that somebody from my past is checking me out on social media and on YouTube, and they're still feeling like they are in love with me, like they still love me. They want to work things out with me, but don't know how to, so they're scared. And I wish they didn't feel that way, because there's nothing wrong with coming to me and let me know anything. So just tell me how you feel. Like, let me know what's going on, and we can have a full blown conversation about that, because I'm not a negative person. I'm not that much of a bitch. I'm not going to sit here and shut your feelings down and shut you down because you're feeling some type of way. You may never know how I will react to you. So if you come forward and say how you feel, be a man about that shit. Be a man and tell me how you feel, because you may never know. I might feel the same way about you. And if it's somebody from my past and we had a deep bond and a deep relationship, like we had a long relationship, and the love we had for each other was crazy real, then you may never know if my feelings could come back up, resurface again. Like I said, don't sit here and assume the worst, like nothing's gonna happen or you ain't gonna get what you want, because you don't know how I'm gonna react at the end of the day. So please stop doing it. You just punishing yourself. Just be real. So I'm gonna make another video because this video is already long. So please catch me. I don't do anything. I'm at home majority of the week. Okay, like I said, I don't do nothing. I go to my appointments. I'm back home. I'm editing pictures and videos and stuff, trying to put stuff together. So most likely, if you want to see me, you are more than welcome to come over and catch me. Okay?